So let me ask you, have you ever wanted something so badly? Maybe it's a certain number on the scale, or a peaceful relationship with food, or just to wake up and not feel at war with your body. Or maybe it doesn't have to do anything with your health. Maybe it's just more money in your bank account or a better job. And you do everything that you've heard to do. You journal, you visualize, you say your affirmations, you try so hard to stay positive. But deep down, your mind keeps circling back to the same place. I still don't have it. Why isn't it happening? What am I doing wrong? I am never going to be able to figure this out. And before you know it, you are overwhelmed and you are frustrated and you are feeling hopeless and you're starting to question everything. So let's stop right there, because here is the shift that I want to offer today. It's not that you're doing it wrong. It's that your focus is turned to the absence of what you want. So you're focused on not having it. And guess what? Your nervous system feels that. So what most people don't realize is that when all of your energy is wrapped around what's missing, what you don't have yet, your body goes into a low-grade stress response. And you feel tension, you feel constriction, you feel fear, you feel angst. And that doesn't just affect your mood. It has effects on your metabolism, it increases your cravings, it lowers your confidence, and it negatively impacts your ability to think clearly, be creative, make powerful decisions, and move forward. So in other words, it keeps you stuck. And this isn't your fault. It is simply how our brains are wired. Our brains are trained to scan for what is not working so they can solve problems. And that's really helpful when there's real danger. But when you're just trying to create a new life or a new identity or a new way of being, it is not fear that gets you there. It is safety. So I'm going to give you a couple of real life examples. Say you want more money in your bank account. You're working on your abundance mindset. But all day you just keep staring at your bills and obsessively refreshing your bank account and comparing yourself to everyone else online who seems to have so much more money than you have. And your nervous system, it registers lack. It tightens. It constricts. It goes into survival mode, not creation mode. Or maybe you want to feel at peace with food again. You want to look in the mirror and not cringe. You want to stop nighttime binges. Or maybe just stop obsessing over your weight and your body altogether. But every time you pass a mirror, the scale, your brain, it just zeroes in on what is not changing and what you don't like about yourself. And you're thinking to yourself, I'm still not good enough. This isn't working. I hate how I look. And your nervous system responds with, this isn't safe. This is too hard. We might as well just check out. So what is the shift that we have to make then? It's not about pretending that things are perfect. It's not about just bypassing what's happening and thinking positive thoughts all day. But it is about choosing intentionally where you place your intention. So, I want you to ask yourself, what do I want, and how can I just feel 1% more connected today? That's it, just 1%. And what that might look like is, if you want financial peace, take a deep breath, feel gratitude for what is already paid, and just notice one area, just one, where abundance already lives in your life. Or if you want peace with food and your body, just place your hand on your heart and say, I want to feel good in my body, and I am learning how to do that. And then just celebrate one small choice that came from love instead of control. And maybe that was taking a pause before eating, or drinking a glass of water when you wanted to just check out and overeat, or just speaking kindly to yourself after a really rough day. That simple shift from I don't have it yet to I am aligning with it now moves you out of frustration and into possibility. It moves you from tightness and anxiety into something softer and safer and more open and creative. And I want you to know that you don't have to believe 100%. You don't have to be completely perfect. You don't have to get it right all the time. You just redirect your focus just by 1%. And that is enough to shift your energy. That is enough to open the door. That is enough to help your body start feeling safe and believe that something new is possible. So this is how healing starts. This is how peace begins. And this is how real transformation gets built. It's not through force, but it is through softness. You are not broken. You are just learning how to create from safety instead of fear. And that is what's required to get what you want in your life. So if this resonated with you, please hit the subscribe button, share it with somebody else who might need to hear this message. And in the comments below, just let me know what is one small shift you can make today to feel just 1% more connected to what you want in your life. Okay. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have an amazing day. I will talk to you again soon.